Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In recent news, we found out Musk is inching closer to human trials for Neuralink. This is a welcome development and hopefully it goes through. So the article that broke this news states, the Silicon Valley company, which has already successfully implanted artificial intelligence microchips in the brains of monkeys and pigs, is now recruiting for a clinical trial director. This is the key term there. The official advert for the role in California says, as a clinical trial director, you will work closely with some of the most innovative doctors and top engineers, as well as working with Neuralink's first clinical trial participants. You will lead and help build the team responsible for enabling Neuralink's clinical trial research activities and developing the regulatory interactions that come with the fast-paced and ever-evolving environment. So, here's the scoop. Elon Musk's game plan is to get the chip implanted in paralyzed people as soon as possible. He's comfortable with all the animal testing and pretrial data he's gotten so far, and now wants to go ahead. To do this though, he needs to hire a director. So that's what he's doing. This is going to simply be the first step in the long process, because by my understanding, the first goal is to get signals from the brain. Once you do that, you can relay that information into some computer and then program it to decipher those signals, and then find a way to relay that back to the limbs. Now, the latter portion of that will be more difficult. So chances are the first person will send the signals to a robotic arm or some kind of machine instead of their own limbs. But either way, this can pave a way for giving back a lot of function to paralyzed people. This process though will be long and will probably involve a lot of trial and error. It will also test the specialized surgical robot Neuralink built. If you do like this sort of content, be sure to like and subscribe, as it definitely does help the channel. Now, Elon Musk is not pioneering anything new, but rather expanding on an already existing technology. In this case, something like this was already tested on a paralyzed man by the name of Ian Burkhart. So, in 2016, a company called Neuralink, which by the way, no relation to Neuralink, was able to help Ian retain some movement of his hand with the use of his thoughts. Ian was a young man who was paralyzed, I believe, in a diving accident while he was on vacation. This is a clip showing how the device in Ian works.
The algorithm or the computer software is adapting and learning as well. And then that computer system is connected to another device that provides signals for the muscles in the forearm that drive hand and finger movements.
The device was implanted surgically into his brain. It was then connected to an external processor. The setup would then send signals to electrodes that were placed on his hands. This gave him control of his hand with the use of his thoughts. The Neuralink setup will parallel this, except the Link V0.9 chip will be smaller, wireless, and precisely fit in the skull, because it is inserted using a robot, not a human hand. Neuralink is also more likely to have multiple patients trying out the device, as Musk has both the resources and long-term ambition. The beautiful thing about something like the Neuralink chip is that it comes with a long-term goal in mind. In most cases, with chip implants in the brain, the trials are there to mainly prove the concept works, get a patent, and then use that as a magnet to attract investors who want to commercialize it. The problem in those cases is that the brain implants are a tough sell because it requires a lot of funding and logistics to be viable as a business. Also, the biotech industry is a risky venture in and of itself because of all the regulations and possibility for lawsuits if devices malfunction, so getting investors on board is very difficult. Musk solved this by working it in reverse. He has set up the business and logistical side of the chip already. He already has a brand and an audience. All he's waiting for now is a final product, and everything else should fall in place. Now, I want to be clear, this doesn't necessarily mean he's getting closer to getting approved for human trials, but it certainly indicates he is edging in that direction. At least from this perspective, it seems like it is in sight for him. So, what does this mean in the near term? Well, not sure yet. But in the big picture, it certainly does mean that Neuralink is moving the chains. Hopefully there aren't any road bumps and Elon Musk finds the right person to direct the trials, because believe me, this is a very important part of the Neuralink journey. If these trials don't go smoothly, that could cause years of delay. So, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section below, and if you enjoy this type of content, please like and subscribe. Thanks.